Welcome, welcome. It's gonna be a awkward live stream. We're gonna see how well we do with this. What ends up happening. Gonna be discussing what's happened over the last 12 days and where I've been at, what I've been trying to do. As the title shows you, got the Rona. It's gonna be this, honestly, guys. I've been trying to stream for 12 days, and it's gonna be my first attempt. I'm gonna see how far we can make it, what's going on. I know pretty much none of you guys knew about this. I only told Anchor Cove pretty much, and that was it. And that's the only people that knew that I had COVID, been battling COVID. And yeah, so I'll talk today as far as everything that I've learned, what I've gone through, what's happened. Maybe I'm gonna try and play some. I haven't decided. I'm just hoping to not break out coughing. That's my biggest thing. It's so weird because I've gone through different things to where like I would feel like I could do it. God, there's so much I want to talk about regarding this today because I had no clue about different things, and it was interesting to go through, but I think it's stuff that I think it's important to hear for people to know. So we're just gonna see how much we can get done today, and hopefully we've got a good stream. So I think let's yeah, I'm probably gonna put some music on. I should put some music on. Music. Should put like burial music on. No. My cough is still here, chat. We're gonna have to battle through the cough. Don't be so concerned. Actually, my cough it's a good cough. It's a good cough. That's the only concerning thing right now. All right, it probably sounds concerning for you guys. It might. We'll see. Because it's gonna be really weird talking this much. Because I haven't talked this much. So coughing is gonna be probably expected. Because I've done my best to not talk. Oh, this is good. Yeah. It's a good song. Good song. All right. I think I could probably put the microphone closer. How's this, chat? Okay. Dan Miles, how are you, my brother? Fabrice, hope everything's all right. Thank you. Gretchen, how's it going? Poppin', how are you doing, brother? Good to see you too, Dan Miles. Afternoon to you, Canuck. Hope I'm feeling better. That's what we're gonna talk about. Yep. What's up, Zavex? What it is. Thanks, Glad. Thanks, man. Thanks, King. I appreciate it. Hope I can really get vaccinated, especially after what happened to the guy I followed. Nope, not getting vaccinated. Especially at this point, I think it's probably the dumbest thing that I could do is to get vaccinated right now. Talk less, play Raid or 2. We can just watch Game of Hope in the Spirits. I appreciate it. Yeah. Just to be 100% 100% transparent with you, I am not getting vaccinated. And I didn't, and I'm glad for it. I don't think it would have helped me at all going through what I went through. Because supposedly the vaccination's only to prevent you from dying, and I'm not dying, so there's that. And honestly, I've got this cool thing that God gave me, which is immunity. And I have an even better thing called an amazing wife who took care of me and is very smart and intelligent with what things I should be taking and shouldn't be taking. And that actually kept me alive too. So, don't be morbid now. I know, Gretchen. I'm just, honestly, it's me, Gretchen, it's me, it's me trying to make light of the subject, Gretchen. Thanks, Jim Malco, I appreciate it. So I'm not in the hospital. I never went to the hospital. I've been deciding between that one or this one. Still at my house. I don't know. Shani thinks I'm awful. She thinks I'm awful for my backgrounds. I don't know which one.
Yes, you
are. Glad I'm on the med, yeah, for sure. So, good, Zevix. I'm glad you're getting your vaccination, bro. I'm really proud of you. If that's what you want and you decide and that's what you feel is right for you, man, I am really stoked for you. I'm not going to convince you to or not get your vaccination, either or, but I'm glad that if that's something that you want that you can get, good for you. Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was wondering. Yeah, Marvin, I've been doing it. It was really, really bad. I will say, like, this thing ain't a joke. And I never thought that it was a joke. I never thought that COVID was a conspiracy or that, you know, I never downplayed it at all. I think that there's a lot of people out there that make fun of it and stuff like that. And I knew that it was serious. You know, I always felt like the numbers were a bit inflated, which, you know, there was the incentives for it. But in terms of is it serious or not? Yeah, no, I knew it was. And I will say that it's been probably the hardest thing I've had to go through in terms of getting better and stuff like that. Like I said, I've been wanting to stream and do this for a very long time. Like, Sharon knows that I've been like waking up wanting to stream. There was just no way possible. This is the first day. I might have been able to stream yesterday, but we had the extremely important thing of watching the Oakland Raiders just beat the crap out of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that was the priority, and we made sure of that we watched that. You know,
a straight face while you say that.
Just making Ben Roethlisberger look like a little sissy boy laying on the fields as Max Crosby came over the top, made him frightened for his life.
How do you keep your serious tone through that?
It's important.
It is not.
It is important.
How about something else?
Thank you, Arlene. I appreciate that. Good, mate. You got your 4-mile run down in 50 minutes. Wow, good for you, bro. What's up, Mark English? How are you, man? You had the pleasure of raiding me. Cool, man. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it, girl. Thank you. Hope you're well, S'more. Philip, what's up? Thank you. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Why what, Zevix? Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. Now with this PT, natural immunity is better than the vaccination, so why would you? Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe if I didn't have COVID, I would have, but no, I still wouldn't have. Better than none? Bro, I have protection. Yeah. So a lot of people said that they wouldn't get vaccinated then end up dying from COVID. I know everybody has a choice, but if you end up dying from COVID, it's too late. Yeah. Problem? Yeah. Well, Gunnar, there's a lot of people that got vaccinated and then ended up dying too, so because they got vaccinated. I think they said that there's like over 1 million reported VAERS incidents right now. I just saw VAERS is what people report when they've got an adverse reaction to a vaccination. So, you know, sure, there's just as many people on the other side saying they wish they never got vaccinated because of what they got while getting vaccinated. Honestly, I don't know if there's really a right answer or not. But for me, I was like, God-given immunity that they've proven for sure. You have like the building blocks to fight it after beating it, or man-made stuff that is not really a vaccination. So my personal choice.
People that are more prone to dying from COVID. It's a better option.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So for some people, I mean, if I was a 70-year-old man, I think it would probably change my perspective, but I'm not. My parents got vaccinated. I was happy for them. That was their choice. That was their decision. There was no part of me fighting them or trying to go about it. Even Sharon, guys, I've never once pressured her to get vaccinated or not vaccinated, because it's your personal choice. I don't think anybody should have that, should take that away from you. I've never once pressured her. She'll tell you, you know, it's your decision, man. I don't want to be stuck with that on my head. Can you imagine if I was pressuring somebody to get vaccinated and then they died right after they got vaccinated? Now I'm the jerk. No, it's your decision, bro. Zero's dotting me. I don't like the look of that. Hi, Zero. Huge shout out to Zero. Honestly, if it wasn't for Zero and Sharon, I don't think I would have recovered as quickly as I did. There's a lot of people that say that they're gonna help you out and stuff like that and be there for you, but Zero was 100% there for me. So I'm really appreciative. I know he doesn't want me to talk about, you know, what he did, but I'm very appreciative to you, brother. So thank you. What the heck am I doing streaming? I gotta stream, Zero. Okay. Yeah, glad I'm still alive. Anchor, you will not get shot. Might have to because the company I work for talks about making people get it or lose their job. Yeah. It's tough. Again, that's your decision, man. It's pretty crappy that they're putting people in that position. Just thinking about why you don't post anymore. All the best. Yeah, that's why, Mr. Smooth. Appreciate it. No, COVID isn't a frame. I don't know. Trying to control our minds. I don't know about that. I don't know. Also from having it? No, it doesn't, Peroto. They've already said, oh, severe COVID? I mean, I've already got COVID, so. I'm good. I feel like if I was gonna die from COVID, it would have been this time, and I was close to going to the hospital, chat. But honestly, I feel really good. I woke up, I texted my mom yesterday morning and I said I beat it. And it's such a weird thing, because you go through kind of these like valleys and mountains. You know, you're going up and down, and some days you feel incredible and other days you feel like complete distraught. And the first day was awful. I couldn't move. I've never been that fatigued in my life, and I knew immediately. And tested positive, and then the next couple of days it was just fatigue, and then I think it was like day 4 or 5, I felt good. I felt really good. I watched Monday Night Football. I was talking to my parents. Second day, I ended up taking hydroxychloroquine, and took that regimen for about 5 days, and I felt great. I didn't feel bad at all. And then it was day 7, I think, 7 or 8. It hit me, and it was awful. Oh, it was so bad. And then it got progressively worse. Just everything was just a mess. And then from day 10 was getting better. Yesterday was great. Today's been awesome. I don't really have too much going on. I feel pretty clear-headed now. I don't feel very much adverse effects. The only thing is my cough, and it's kind of induced cough. We've purposely got a vaporizer and have been really clearing out stuff. So you had COVID as well, stayed like 2 weeks in bed. After that, it was fine. So first days of fire, pass through it, you'll be good. Yeah, I'll be fine. Appreciate it, Lightning. You enjoyed your Buffalo Bills kicking the crap out of the Dolphins. Yep. Yeah, they murdered them. You can still get COVID again. It's very, very unlikely. Comment about the music, not topic for convo. Gretchen's gonna kill me. No, not a lot of people die from vaccination. Numbers are just not there. They are 0. Unfortunately, they are. I wish they weren't. Yeah, everybody should be able to decide. Doing okay, Mad. I appreciate it, super. You had COVID, 1-7, was super sick for 4 days. Now you have a cough that comes and goes periodically. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Just make sure you're getting actual facts. Yeah. Invincible. It's good you believe for old people, sick people, for young people, point. Yeah, totally your deal. Very, very lucky. Yep. Lost everything last year, got COVID, and I'm talking back for. I'm glad that you're doing okay now, Eric. Yep, I'm getting there. It's really scary how people you've known for years don't recognize you with a mask on kind of comments and actions witness. I know. Am I vaccinated? Nope. You only have 41%? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Eric. You got vaccinated barely 2 weeks ago. Can't get pregnant. That's a good point. Vaccinated in January. Can't wait for the 3rd dose. Good for you, man. You got COVID. It's the worst thing I had. Yeah, dude. It's been awesome. Awful. When he was couldn't stop coughing and coughing in his sleep. Snot was pure liquid. Yep. Got it early on. Face that he's a man, right? Yeah, the Israel data is pretty crazy. All right, so there are 6,207 confirmed vaccinated related deaths in the US out of 39 million doses. I mean, we can say the same thing as far as the amount of people that... Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get that joke, Zero. I mean, you could kind of compare the same sort of stuff, Zero, to the amount of cases there's been of COVID versus deaths. There's also the fertility issues of everything, and those are just confirmed what they're actually going to call vaccinated related deaths. It's a lot of stuff that they won't say is related to the vaccines. They're doing everything they can to prove that they work. Not 39 million, 339 million. There's still a risk, Zero. See, that's the problem, you know? And that's just right of now. There's a lot of stuff that people don't know that they died, but that could have definitely been contributed to it. I think the whole thing of it is, guys, I think the one thing that I've learned is you can look up anything and find yourself to be true no matter whatever you look up. And what I mean by that is, like, if you want something to be correct or accurate, you can look it up and you can find a study that says that you're right. And it doesn't matter if you're trying to prove it against or for. I think as a person, you've just got to weigh your pros and cons and make your decision from there. The rates of deaths for infection are far higher. Yeah, I would say so. There's a lot of people. I mean, the guy that invented the mRNA vaccine says that it is not safe. It's the guy who invented it. He's literally gone and said that it is not safe for humans to be taking this. Every single animal died from it. I've watched a lot of different stuff on this, and I try and stay very in the middle. I'm alive, Squeaky. There are no fertility issues. I'm not gonna agree with that one. Like I said, it's everybody's decision, you know. 4.6 deaths from COVID versus, but how many cases have there been, Zevix? We can talk about it, Zero, if you want. No, it's not a hoax. It's not a hoax, Zero. I can show you the videos, bro. These are epidemiologists. These are people that invented it. These are people that did it. It's not, David. That's the problem. And all of it's getting censored too. I don't know, guys. We should just let's just celebrate the fact that I'm good, you know? Celebrate it, you know? I think that's what's important, guys, right? People living, isn't that what's important? It's not about who's right or wrong. Like I've always said it, I don't care who's right or wrong. I don't care if, you know, if this is the, you know, I don't care if Bill Gates is right, or I don't care if the quote unquote conspiracy theorists are right. I don't care. People shouldn't care. What they should care about is people living, and that should be the most important thing. I mean, there's been a lot of people that have been, you know, that are healthier than me, that have been sick for way longer than me, that were vaccinated. And here I am. I mean, I'm not in shape, you know, but I'm very grateful that God protected me, and I had Zero that helped me out tremendously, more than pretty much anyone besides my wife. And like, let's celebrate that. I don't need to get into politics. It's not my job. I don't care who's right. I just want to be healthy. That's it. See? All right. I know. Yes, glad you're back. Some parts and puzzles, right? Truth is in the middle. I'm right there with you, Devilish. If I don't take the vaccine, I'm willing to go through this again and risk your life. 100% Magneto. Don't misunderstand intentions here. I don't care about being right. I care about you and my well-being. I'm through it, Zero. See, that's the thing. I'm good, bro. Like, I know when I'm sick and when I'm not sick. He's not listening. Man, you guys are... It's all good, guys. You know it's a losing battle. It's all good, Zero. I know. And that's the thing, guys. I hope that everybody realizes that hopefully we come from a place of caring about others and not being hateful. You know, even to your friends. I don't care on which side you stand on, you know. Sorry, but I'm well. Wishing me a speedy recovery. I should be good. Living, but I don't know if I can do this. I'm sorry, Eric, man. Pray for you, Eric. So what you're saying is dog can be useful. But that's what it's for, right, Zevex? Thanks, Gretchy. Guys, we just lost your wife and your job. I'm sorry, Eric. They say there are healthier people than you got vaccinated, were sick longer. You know, people who got COVID, recovered, got it again, and didn't. Matt doesn't support you there. Trying to pressure you for the sake of it, you take it, protect yourself and others. But you don't protect others with it, though, with the vaccine. They've already said that. Can't even play because you don't feel well. Sorry, Eric. Protein. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me, guys. What's up, Ecuadorian? What am I gonna play? No, but apparently David doesn't protect others. The vaccine doesn't do anything to stop transmission. They've already gone on to say that the only thing it does is it prevents serious illness and death. That's what the vaccine does. Doesn't stop it from being transmitted. No, I just want to make sure you're looking at this. No, we can discuss it, Zero, for sure. What grade did I give the vaccine? I didn't take the vaccine. For some people, maybe an A+. For some people, maybe a Z. But it doesn't reduce the chance of getting it. Zevex, they've already said the vaccine does nothing to reduce the chance of getting the vaccine. Does not reduce your chance of getting COVID. The vaccine does not reduce your chance of getting COVID. They've already gone on to say that. The only thing the vaccine does is prevent serious illness and death, and that's it. So it has nothing to do with making it easier or not easier from getting it. They've already gone on to say that it does that. Viral load is almost always leading less cases, but it doesn't help with that because they've found the viral load is just as big in people vaccinated. Less pressure for us not to get vaccinated. Yeah, there's huge pressure for it, Mr. Moore. What is the ultimate reason why I don't want the vaccine? That's a very good question, Magneto. And honestly, I don't know why we don't start there. It's a very, very good question. In terms of not getting the vaccine, first and foremost, if there is any issue or problem with the vaccine, vaccines are the only company in the entire world that has immunity. And the government has complete immunity right now too with any adverse issues. So if there is a problem, you can't sue anybody. If somebody dies from it, you can't sue them. They're the only thing out there. And this has been true before, okay? So what happened in the past is if somebody got a vaccine related injury, which definitely happened in the past with the other different vaccines, the government would have to pay out on that. It didn't come from the actual companies themselves. So Pfizer doesn't pay out on those. With these, the government now has made it to where they are protected. So they've pretty much put a situation to where if anything bad does happen, there's no accountability. So for me, I don't feel that it is safe that they can do that they can put themselves in a position to where they have no accountability for their actions for these vaccines, which is pretty scary because they have accountability for different medications and everything that comes out. If there's a medication, if you die from something that's in, an aspirin or whatever, and a whole bunch of people get sick and they die from it, they're held accountable. But vaccines are one of the things, the only thing out there that you cannot sue for having any issues, and people are dying from it. They were dying from vaccines in the past. I will say it was very, very small likelihood that it was happening, but still there's no accountability. The other thing is that the what they found with everything with the with the mRNA vaccines, they're not typical vaccines. They're not regular vaccines. These are completely different things that are being put in, and it is changing the DNA in it. So that's another thing. This is completely new. I was never completely opposed to getting the vaccine in general. I just knew that there was no way I was doing it anytime recently, because there's so much that needs to happen before I'm putting something foreign into my body. So that's another thing. The other thing that I looked at was the amount of people that were actually dying from COVID that were actually receiving it. To me, I didn't feel that the risk versus benefit was not there for me personally. So if there was a situation to where, say, 20% of the people, which is a huge number, were dying, and the vaccine did what it was supposed to do, and it prevented people from getting it, and it made it to where 1% of the people are dying. Yeah, I would say that that's a risk versus benefit reward that I would go ahead and take. But where 99, and especially in my age group, the amount of people that are dying versus they contract it and everything like that is so small, that it was too new of a thing for me to warrant putting it into my body. Those are the basic things. It had nothing to do with political anything or statement or anything. It just was very much a risk versus benefit for me that I personally didn't. 37 minutes? We did it without. I haven't coughed at all. Do you mind turning on the fan? Is that going to be okay for you?
We'll see.
You have to get the other one.
I hate build switching from the protein shake to your onion tea.
I know, right? So Sharon made me onion tea. Have you ever heard of onion tea? It's true, Anchor. I know I won't change your mind, but do some research into... Yeah, guys, just do some research, guys. No, I mean, I'm not... Everything's gonna say misinformation. So here's where I get concerned. Everything in mainstream media, all that information is available in the mainstream media pushing this. Anything opposing it is not. They're banning it and blocking it. What?
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj. That's what concerns me. That should concern you as well too. Do you have any COVID symptoms? Bro, Chio, I just beat COVID. Got your back, Anchor. I don't agree with my stance at all. See, there we go, Derek. Talk privately and understand the difference between opinion and verifiable facts. Okay. Zero, I'll make you a deal. I'll watch and read whatever it is that you send me if you watch and read whatever I send you. That's the deal I'll make you, okay? Guys, how about that? I'll watch and read whatever it is that you send me if you do the same thing. And I'll send you some really good stuff that you can see and you can just ponder over. Call it an immune system booster instead of a vaccine. It would have been closer to the truth. I'm right there with you, Magnano. Yeah, Leslie, I'm beating it though. Sorry to hear that, Devilish. I feel like there's so many things people do on a daily basis that have a much bigger chance of hurting long term than this vaccine does. Just depends. I mean, you can tell that there's been people that show you video after video of people feeling the opposite, unfortunately. Yeah, it can't be called a vaccine. By the way, you blame me for Gemstone Legends, loving it. That's awesome, GMs. Work in healthcare, remember they practically forced swine flu vaccine on us years back. They haven't been so trigger happy for COVID. Oh, I didn't realize that, Mr. Morden. Low. Yeah, calm. You have fully vaccinated April. You've had no problems. That's awesome, Leslie. Banning it because it's misinformation. I don't think that, see, that's not fair. I don't think that people should always be able to have free access to information. Yeah, they're getting rich off COVID, that's for sure. Nobody's banning anything. Yeah, they are. Majority of the data out there is the same thing. I'll watch whatever you want me to. I won't make you watch anything. No, I would, guys, I love reading it. I read mainstream news too. I look at all of it. I specifically read mainstream news. I specifically will go and look at Apple's news and stuff like that. Specifically go and read it. I'm not biased to only seeing one thing. Mom is most vulnerable. She has MS. There. Hey, then it makes sense for you. Sent me his stuff. This vaccine guy isn't a treatment. Can't get smallpox. Can get COVID countless times. Not the same. Working pharmacy, so fully vaccinated. Good for you. Wouldn't trust anything from mainstream media, not even the sports results, right? Mom, dad, nephew, all fully vax, all got COVID. Yeah, people beat it out the vaccine. It did. They did a test run with bird flu, man. Yeah, but that's still that Gunner. The whole thing of it is that it's still your freedom of choice. banning all the information that's not what they want, the information about the vaccine. Thank you, Dara. Exactly. I don't read mainstream news. Hate them based on it. Call I'm streaming. Okay. Sister and many other got bad. My sister and many others got bad side effects from that vaccine. Maybe that's why I'm a bit more skeptical. Yep. Then a lot of people getting bad effects from it. My ex's new father-in-law, he got. Actually, I'm not even bring it up, but. Trauma for 2.5 years, quit from burnout in 2020 due to pandemic stole if you're really in the hospital. Thank you. Nope, so I'm not in the hospital. Didn't have to go. It's close. Do listen to science and data. Yep. We had a wing full, and people coding and dying early in the morning. I'm really sorry to hear that, Kern. Healthy, beating COVID, getting stronger. Yep. I think I'm finally good there, Devilish. It's always based on benefits, not yours, truth be told. Yep. That is so true. Gonna mess with immune like an unhealthy people, yep. Would I get vaxxed if I was guaranteed not to get COVID? That's a good question, Zevex. If I was guaranteed to not get COVID, would I get vaccinated? I'd have to really consider that. I don't know if I can answer that right this second. If I was guaranteed to not get COVID and not spread COVID, I would probably get it. Yeah. Yeah, not to get it and not to spread it. At that point then, I would probably say yes. Yeah. Shani's grandma, she ended up getting it. She was vaccinated first, and then she ended up getting it after she was vaccinated. She didn't really have that severe of issues, which we were very concerned. Grandma, how old's 70 what? 71. Grandma's 71. My parents, both vaccinated. Both of them are vaccinated. And they haven't. I'm happy my parents got it. Yep, vaccine doesn't prevent me from getting COVID. That is 100% true, Priz. 1 in 10,000 gonna have side effects. There are no guarantees, you're right. Done the research, 20% of the time the vax works 100% of the time, and 100% of the people who get COVID die 5% of the time.
That's pretty cool.
100 people, 100% won the lottery. Would you participate, right? COVID does not have a 5% death rate? No, it doesn't. I mean, I still... Yep. Any society that would give up a little liberty to gain a little security would deserve neither and lose both, right? Grandfather 94, got it. Turned 95 with COVID. I'm gonna stick with you right now. I appreciate that guy. All right, I think I'm okay to play some. You what? You get awful at playing video games after getting COVID? Baby, I was already awful at playing video games before COVID. So the vaccine will prompt your body so it can begin to fight the viral load more easily and swiftly. If you don't have the prompt you hope to get kicks in, fights well enough. Yep. Well, we did. We fought it well enough, Kern. Like I said, this is day 12. I'm feeling completely myself. I felt like terrible. Kern, what's your profession? I know you said you work in the hospital. What do you do in the hospital? Okay, do that. Those are both shut off. Feel better soon. I appreciate it. So vaccine will prompt. Oh, where I read that. America is so much later. It spends a ton on military every year. Yeah, we do spend a lot on military. That's for sure. So clinical lab at level 2 trauma center. Well, thank you so much for your work with what you're doing. I really appreciate it, Kern. One of the newspapers said natural immunity is much better than max vaccine. Plenty of doctors and frontline nurses have not taken this drug because it's experimental, causing death and terrible side effects in a lot of peeps. Yeah, natural immunity. I was actually just read on the NIH. Natural immunity is definitely there. Healthy food, that's for sure. Very big proponent. You got out a year ago, absolute burnout after 10 years, I bet it. Yeah, I hope everyone, that's the thing, guys. We should just pray for everyone to be safe. Be safe, man. So guys, I'm gonna play a little bit of Raid for you guys. I'm not really feeling too much for Empires and Puzzles, but what I will say is, guys, I still apparently need to work. You know, it's weird. You know, and Raid actually has been hitting me up and has been like, "Hey, bro, like, you still doing any of our sponsored videos this month?" And I'm like, I really would like to. So guys, if you really want to support me, the best thing that you can do is kind of help out and check out Raid Shadow Legends. If you're like, "Hey, Anchor, I feel really bad that, you know, you've done a lot in terms of helping out the community and And I feel bad that you're sick, and whether you're vaccinated or not, I still hope you get better. And I still hope that you have a job. What you can do is you can just download Raid Shadow Legends and check them out, because that supports me a ton and that keeps my food, you know? So if you're one of those that's like, hey, I really want to like fight for people, and I really want to like, I want people to be prosperous and well, you can do that by supporting me and checking out Raid. Get this cool QR code. You see this? Whee. You could do that. That QR code is really helps out a lot. And download Raid Shadow Legends to check this out. So this is Raid. So oh, more, thank you. I don't think I was able to kill this thing, was I? I don't think I can kill that thing. Alright, let's go see. Let's go fight the clan boss. Fear is the enemy, not the virus. I'm totally with you. If I have bad immune, take the vaccine, but that's not the case. It's funny, start playing Raid, drop those numbers. We can still talk about me having Rona. But seriously, guys, if you want, I'd really appreciate it. Do check out Raid Shadow Legends. They've been super helpful throughout me going through all this. Been super supportive, willing to help out and stuff like that. Helps me out a lot too. If you check the game out, yeah, I mean the flu one is definitely an interesting one. What happened to the flu? Flu's gone. What's that?
We are not close to people. That's why we get the flying.
Yeah, but we're still close. Now we are. Maybe last year, but last year was, I mean, it was March. All right, so what's the explanation on the flu, David? There's only one room enough and one killer virus in this town, partner. Oh man. Oh, that's good.
It's so funny. This straw is green.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like I'm drinking anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. We gotta go do faction wars. All right, so all the mitigations such as mass hygiene process massively help prevent transmission, but it would. Then why did it not stop COVID? So that's a good point. Dominic's got a good point. Flu is not gone. Unfortunately, COVID's most symptoms are familiar with flus, but these days you're not suffering from a runny nose. You think straight away you're having COVID. That's scary. It reduced? I don't feel like it reduced. You're gonna say, I don't know, however many millions upon millions of cases? I mean, though, I think the point of it is, David, is that there was like millions of cases of flu forever, and then COVID came, and then now there's no cases of flu pretty much. Thanks, Jay. I appreciate it, bro. You tested positive. You're home now. Friday. When did you first experience symptoms, Devilish? Good for you, Jay. I'm glad. What's the difference between level 3 and level 4 lockdown? Far less. There's just far less COVID-19 cases than we did, and none of these mitigation measures. I don't know why people would think that it would be crazy to think that maybe they considered some of the COVID cases flu cases. Where's QLD? Appreciate my balanced view on vaccines. Many of us have looked at both sides and come up with similar attitudes. Looking forward to the vaccine, but it has problems you mentioned. Thanks, Kathy. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I again, I'm not the type that I have to have something the way just because I have to be right. It's why in terms of like politics and stuff like that, I've never considered myself either Republican or Democrat. I think that there's a fine, there's somewhere down the middle is kind of where I've always been at. And I love giving myself the freedom to kind of make decisions between that. And I think that being forced into picking a side of different things, I think it really minimizes the information that you let yourself read and receive. Queensland? Oh, okay. Australia? Okay. "7 days ago, never been so sick." Yep. Yeah, Devilish, bro, I feel you, man. Trust me, I feel you, man. It gets better eventually, bro. If you like freedom, then you're not Democrat. Funny. Thanks, David. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate that. Thank you for your views too, David. I really, really appreciate that. All right, so you were level 4 for 5 weeks. We're only allowed to be in our household bubble. No interaction with anyone outside the bubble. Can only walk around the block. It's so wild, man. But guys, what do you guys feel about Sweden? That's one thing I'm wondering, guys. What do you guys think of Sweden? Nobody's talking about Sweden. I think New York Times came out to the conclusion natural immunity is the best. All Israel data. Yeah, I think natural immunity definitely needs to be talked about a bit more. Should round up the people who don't know how to test labs for flu, SRAE versus COVID-1, sciencey things, and let them come by. I don't understand what that means, Kern. How are you feeling? Good. Sweden did the best, yeah. Not an anti-vaxxer. There are those of us who are somewhere in the middle. All this, by the way, glad I'm feeling better. Thank you, Kathy. Yep, definitely feeling better. Sweden is all right. Sweden did the best. Dude, Sweden murdered it. Where are all my Sweden friends? I should hit them up. Where's Shire? Shire. Malin. Where's she? She hasn't been by in a long time. First time catching my live Moon's EP, and glad it was one lost mother-in-law in Delta. So sorry going through this. Wish me good. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out, Venus. I'm very sorry for your loss with your mother-in-law. It's very, very sad. I'm very sorry. Thank you so much for the prayers. Say, look at Iceland and Israel, most vaccinated on the planet, have the highest positive cases too. Yeah. Well, they've said that that what's contributed to the different variants has been the amount of people being vaccinated and it not actually preventing the virus itself, that it allows it to mutate since it's not preventing the virus like our other vaccines do. The problem is not the number of deaths, but the hospital images that are getting full. Sweden has good hospitals, enough beds. Good set? Okay. Sweden does have a pretty good health infrastructure. I was reading, actually, it's been a while since I've read too much on them, but they had said that they've got their COVID cases down to literally 0. Test drugs like that, petri dish for virus to mutating. You're correct, Anchor. Hope I get back to negative soon. I should be good, T Brown. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm working on it. And like I said, guys, if you really want to support me, the best thing that you guys can do, especially right now, is to check out the sponsor of this video. And it's Raid Shadow Legends. I'm actually playing it right now. You can download it from the link that's right above, and then also from the QR code right here. Got this cool QR code. It really helps me out a lot, especially right now because, like I said, working has been very difficult over the last couple of weeks because I've been so sick. So by checking it out, it really helps me out a lot. Put that right there. Here in the US, Michigan has very high vaccinated rate. All vaccinated positive right now. It's like 77 are vaccinated. Yep. Budget cuts. Cut hospital beds. Now they have shortage. New flu epidemic. We have a shortage of beds. Poland did something quite fantastic a while ago. Brought masks for millions of dollars from a fraud. In addition to that, these masks were completely useless. Really? Yeah, I heard Poland's doing okay. She should probably talk to my Polish friends. When you had COVID, you couldn't even hit the Titan. Had coronavirus pre-COVID. Oh wow. Yeah, it's been I've been away from my phone. I didn't hit the Titan quite a few times. Waiting to see what happens with Sweden. Wasn't Israel in a similar situation at one time, and now they've got cases coming back? If Sweden stays okay, I want to know which vaccines they use. They didn't use any vaccines. Holding tight on the vaccinated. Not going to get protection from the new variant, right? I don't think Sweden did vaccines. I'm gonna go look, actually. Oh, maybe they did, actually. Let me see. Sweden did vaccinate only the one that wanted. 70% are vaccinated. It's a low rate of vaccinated, trying to get more vaccinated. If you're sick, don't go mow the lawn. The WHO changed the definition of the word pandemic for death to cases. Interesting. Trying to get more vaccinated. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna head out. I've been kind of glad I was able to mess through this. I think I'm gonna be all right, guys. There was lots of days that I didn't feel like that, and I was definitely contemplating going to the hospital. So I'm very glad, guys. If you can, if you guys can, oh, it's funny. No vaccine for short memory loss, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Kathy. Appreciate it if you guys go and check out Raid Shadow Legends. Keeps me employed, especially in this time right now. Very, very tough. Very tough. So we're gonna try and salvage this month, and I appreciate you guys being there and supporting me. And I hope you guys stay safe. You know, whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, I hope this is something you never have to go through. It's a terrible feeling, and I pray for you all. So thank you, everyone. Hopefully you have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys again